Hello, 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 everybody. How goes it out in the universe? You might notice something different. Something has changed. This is my camera. I'm here, but your son has stolen my chair, so typing is difficult. That's fine, Opresoria. Feel free to. I do understand the demands of my child. They can slow things down. So. All right. Pour myself some tea. Life with Lex. Howdy, hey. How goes it? How goes it? All right, we got an ad break in progress, so if you get hit by that, I apologize, but don't worry, we're gonna hang out for a hot minute before we get going in our sprints. Bum, bum. I'm glad this message of mine didn't crash. I know. I think it was it last night? I think I saw after I rebooted the whole system that you had been like, "Hey!" right as the whole system explodes. Yes. So I have been troubleshooting for the past 2 hours. I have a lot of writing to catch up with. Oh, fancy! Apparently, I get a pop-up to inform me the ad break now. Oh, that's yeah. I get one on the little display thing, but. All right. But I have been troubleshooting. It looks like, at least for the time being, until I get a webcam, which I can't believe that's going to be a thing I have to get. I think the source of the problem is the fact that Mac and OBS does not like extrapolating the codec that comes off my production camera, or one of my B production camera that I use for streams. And I think that's actually what's crashing the system, or causing a lot, maybe not all the issues, but a lot of them. So, until I can get a webcam that I can set up in its place, I will be using the front-facing camera, which the benefit of that is you'll be able to see when the cats go sleep on the little love seat back there. Because they did. That's usually where they like to go lay down. Although it might be too hot for them right now. But yeah, it actually seems to have solved. Oh man, it seems to have solved a lot of issues. The CPU usage is way down while I'm streaming. So, oh no, the quality is pretty good for a front-facing camera though. Yeah, it's an iMac. So it's supposed to be a 1080p one. The built-in ones. Sometimes the skin tone color gets all wonky and it can't. Certain high contrast or high color contrast images, it gets funky. So I'd prefer the like having a proper camera, but yeah, it's not too bad. Now that I look at it, it's okay. It handles it pretty well. Definitely. I mean, my room is very, like, bluish and purple, but boy, it likes to blow it out. Like, intensely so. There is more color in the room than just the blue and the purple. But yeah, not too shabby. Not too shabby. But anyway, hopefully that means tonight will be tech gremlin free, and until I get a webcam, this solves the problem. So, fingers crossed. All right. How are you doing, Life with Lex? How's everything going with you in the world of NaNoWriMo? You said you were doing NaNoWriMo, right? Because I am certain. Good Lord, am I behind? It's a catastrophe, honestly. And because I was doing tech issues today, I'm even further behind. I was supposed to be catching up. How's the NaNoWriMo going for you, Life with Lex? Hopefully well. Hopefully you're knocking it out of the park. I had to upgrade my MacBook Pro after like 7 years. The webcam on this one is a little too good. You're like, no. Yeah. You're like, wait a minute, this is too sharp. This is far too... Yeah. That's how a lot of actors feel once we move to like 8K and 4K. Because, you know, it got to the point where makeup artists and actors were like, no. Like, it's we see way too much. Like, all the imperfections in the skin. What's shocking about that is with the increased sharpness that comes with a lot of like modern digital cameras, they have to do so much post-digital work to like touch up people's faces. Like there's a whole industry of like effects artists that's all they do is have to touch up actors' faces because the cameras are too sharp and sometimes you can see the makeup becomes too obvious. I'm doing pretty good. I'm keeping on track with my word count, which has only happened one other time before. Awesome. Well, congratulations then. I mean, honestly, just keeping track. Even if you kind of don't get all your goals or, you know, or you're struggling, just keeping track of it and keeping on track is wild. I think my goal was to have this whole script written by tomorrow, and I'm definitely not making that, so... Well done. Gotcha. Yeah, I have to imagine that foundation is thick. Yeah, it's not as crazy as, like, if you ever did, like, theater or stage. It's not as crazy as that. It's definitely not as wild as, like, stage makeup. Because you usually gotta, like, really pack that on because stage lights, because they're all top-down, just washes your expressions out, so you really need to have, like, high contrast like on your eyeliner and mascara to like give your eyes depth. So it's not quite as bad, but it's pretty bad. It you still need it for like consistent skin tone because a lot of people's skin tone isn't consistent. So light, you'll get like blotches of red and sort of things like that. Let's see. The nano script or the third draft script was supposed to be due tomorrow. Oh, the nano script. And not due. I wanted to have at least my rough draft, like my just burn through draft done. So I had the last week to go back and touch it up and edit it, trim it. Because usually I tend to overwrite. So I usually try to give some time to like be able, okay, I can cut this scene. I can move this around and really trim this up. So my goal was to have at least the rough draft done by tomorrow. It's not happening. I'm still technically, I think right now I'm tracked about 27 pages, and I'm only at the beginning of Act 2, and it's 4 acts, so. No, the third draft script I'm even further behind on. I think I'm only like 14 pages into that script, because I keep... That's a little bit different, because you're like, I've written that script twice already, and I'm restructuring and doing a page 1 rewrite, so I'm like restructuring the intro, so that's going to take a little bit more time before I move things around. I wanted both of them to be done at the end of the month. I don't, unless I get a lot of work done over the weekend and tomorrow or next week. I probably won't get both of them done. We'll see though. Maybe I'll pull in for like a photo finish and somehow pull it off. Maybe. My goal is to either finish this draft or reach 30K for the month, whatever comes first. I like that. I like having that goal. I think maybe I'll do that. Maybe if I can't have both scripts done, I can at least have the rough draft, even if it's not edited, the rough draft of this Western horror film done. And then I'll feel like I hit my goal, and then I managed to pull it off. And then if I get the extra stuff done, like the off-stream script, that's the third draft script, I can feel good about it. So I like that. I like that Life with Lex. That's like it's a good way to like no matter what, you did your thing. So if you get 30K, you're good. If you finish the draft, you're good. And you're not kind of confining yourself to some sort of arbitrary finish. 30K is also a lot. That's a lot of words. So well done. Yeah, I always feel like the 0 first draft is always the hardest. You got this. Thank you. Thank you. And it is. It always is. It is absolutely the hardest. Always. Always, always, always. Now and forever. For me, it's the first draft of a story and the outlining, and then the subsequent drafts are easier, and then if it like needs a final draft where you like are nitpicking every little thing, that's also very hard for me. So but you know, tis what it is. I'm trying to finish up before the semester starts next month. That's really my time for crunch, not July 31st. Right. Yeah, it's not the arbitrary day. It's the I have school starting. Are you a teacher or are you a student? Life with Lex. Are you prepping for? Because August. I guess August is the beginning of school. I guess I don't. It's been so long since I was. Oh, you're a grad student. Okay. I mean, so you're kind of both in a way. I feel like grad students are essentially just free teachers, unfortunately. I don't know if that's true with you. I was a philosophy major, and I only did a year of grad school, and I just remember it being a nightmare. I just had to deal with essentially helping undergrads be like, I can't the hard professor or whatever. So you always wind up essentially being a teacher in your off hours. Or in TA hours. Yeah, a little bit. Yep. Oh, all right. Let's go ahead and get this show on the road. Yeah, it's about 7:20. I think it's probably good time to 7:20 for me, so probably a good time to start getting work done since I don't want to work too late tonight. My program is fully online. Oh, that's nice, which is a little less interactive with undergraduate, but they sneak it through. They will never underestimate them. They will find a way. Always find a way. All right. Let's go ahead and bring the music down. Bring up moody, spooky Western music. And get this show on the road. Yeah, I think tonight we're probably going to we're definitely doing 4 sprints for sure. I don't want to write too late, so I don't know if we'll be doing 6, but I do have to be up early in the morning. So that is the plan for this eve. All right. Bring the music up. Cool. And writing cam. There we go. Cool. I'm still at 57 words out of 1,000, so you got a ways to go. I believe in you, Life with Legs. You've got this. We've both got this, I think. All right. All right, everybody. Let's get to them words. All right. I'm going to start the timer, and away we go. Happy writing, everybody? Spooky, spooky horse. Yep. Trying to keep the mood. All right. All right, everybody. I think we're going to go ahead and head off to the races. We'll see you on the other side. Happy writing. All right. Alrighty, everybody, that's our first sprint down. Hopefully it was a productive one. 1 thumbs up for 1 successful sprint. Well done, everybody. Live with X, woohoo! Good. Alright, let's start the break timer. Bring the music down a little bit. Alright, not too shabby, not too shabby. Alright. Doing alright. Ugh. Ugh. There we go. Trying to get in the vibe of Spooky Town. Spooky Saloon. Spooky Western creepy town. Oh, man. A little bit of a rough start, but not too kind of getting there. Got to get in the flow. It's like as you start moving through, building into like kind of up to your midpoint of the movie, you start, particularly because this is a lot more characters than I generally have, because I've got a whole like company of people, so it's just feels like there's a lot more moving parts. So gotta do my best to keep track of them. Woo! Got around 700 words that sprint. Well done. Very productive incredibly productive. I think that puts you just shy of 200 for your goal for the day, if I'm mathing properly. Not sure if I am mathing, but if I am mathing, yes. Well done. That's good. Those are always the best when you can just like you get into that zone and you just boom, it all flows. That's what it usually takes me about 1 or 2 sprints to really start feeling that. It's why the best days are the days where I usually can do 6 sprints, is because I kind of like am getting into the flow, and then I have like three solid sprints before I kind of start like then petering out and struggling. But some days there's not enough time. Yeah, I zoned out. To spooky cowboy music. I had also started a bit before you went live, so you were already starting to move into the flow. Awesome, that's good. Yeah, hoping next sprint will kind of be like when I kind of get the vibe. I'm in a new location. It's the first time they're interacting with people in this sort of like strange new land. So there's a lot of like, I think once I kind of get that all clear in my brain, I think this section should go pretty quick. Like, yeah, because I got to build up to the bar fight. Yeah, the bar fight, and then that's the big reveal about how crazy everything is here. Then we go to the try and stay. Okay, then the shack, and then the monks. Okay. So I've got a little bit to go. And I all got to do that before I get to page 50, which I think should be quite doable. Let's see here, because I think I'm still pretty... Where am I at right now? 28. Yeah, I'm shy of 30 pages, so I should getting those beats out before page 50 should be okay. Do you typically have a comprehensive outline before you start? I kind of go both ways a little bit. I generally have a very clear idea of the ending, usually. I have a very clear idea of how it's going to end. And sometimes that ending is just the ending scene, like the very ending moment. So I know, even if I don't know like the climax of the story, I have like the idea of how it ends. And I usually try to like be pretty detailed in at least my initial, the first half of the story first, and then I can kind of get loosey-goosey with it a little bit, where I kind of like try to have like road markers, but I got to find my way there. I have slowly started becoming more detailed in my outlines as I've written more, because I think it helps me think 3 steps ahead about like visualization, so how I want things to look, how I want images to call things back, how I want to like create certain motifs that I can start building into the script. So it kind of like lets my headspace start constructing scenes around the visual elements a little bit more than just me trying to get the story out and have it make sense. But like I definitely do a lot of like quote unquote discovery writing. I definitely do a lot of discovery writing when it comes to character voice and who the characters are. I definitely need time to be able to kind of find their voice and find who they are. So lots of times you actually see me go back and rewriting a lot of like character dialogue and stuff in the first half of the script, because I kind of slowly get the voice kind of. Sometimes it comes naturally and I just find the voice, particularly if they have like a very unique way of talking and way of expressing themselves, and that kind of carries me through a little bit. I can tell in this script I'm still figuring out people a little bit. And I find that to be kind of fun. I kind of like the idea that I'm still figuring out the characters, and I want those characters to be able to still take me to new places and not have everything plotted out for them. So I try to allow myself the freedom to kind of go off book a little bit, particularly if I think it's earned, or the way that the character kind of a certain relationship starts to blossom between characters. I can follow that. I have a running list of all the things I need to go back and change in draft 2. Character voice is definitely one of them. Yeah. I mean, it's a discovery process. I mean, some people seem to nail it, but I definitely, for me, sometimes I really have to like find it. And so I've had it, the script I'm writing that I'm doing the third draft of, I'm still finding the voice of characters in that. That's actually a lot of the rework I'm doing, is that's a much more grounded story. It's a little less pitched. It's more of a drama horror film. So I have to be very subtle about it, but I've spent 3 drafts trying to get the voices of those characters down. It's definitely a struggle. And Westerns are kind of hard because you want to leave a lot of it to subtext, because everyone's kind of, that's like the Western thing, is everyone's so stoic. And they kind of, and if you've been around people out in the West, they kind of don't talk a lot. Or what they do talk about is very bland, but you can infer deeper meanings from it. So it's also writing that line too. Oh, very cool. What is your preferred genre of horror? I guess, I mean, definitely cosmic horror. That's definitely my bread and butter, is cosmic horror. I grew up reading like Lovecraft and that sort of genre of writing. As I've gotten older, with film specifically, I very much like existential horror that really like tries to get at who we are as human beings, and like really kind of tear apart our sort of like presuppositions about what the self is and what we think about when it comes to human beings, and like really try to dig into the meat there. And I don't know, that's the kind of stuff that freaks me out, is like deeply existential horror about what it just even means to be a person, a human being, even in insane situations, and also cosmic horror. And I'm always a sucker for gooey monsters. I have to tone it down a little bit because of the nature of what I tend to write doesn't lend itself to just pulpy, gooey, crazy 80s style monsters. But I do try to put a little bit of that in there. A little bit of the body horror, a little bit of that kind of stuff. I don't know. I like little monster babies. What can I say? They're the weird little creepy creatures. I grew up on like gremlins and like ghoulies and critters and stuff. I like that stuff. I have a D&D character who outwardly is very much a cinnamon roll, and then all their magic is cosmic and mind-bending horror. Oh, that's awesome. That's cool. Are you like a warlock, or are you like a sorcerer? Was it the aberrant mind sorcerer or whatever it's called? I can't remember. There's a subclass in sorcerer that's I think specifically like for kind of like Lovecrafty, or like a great old one, Warlock or something like that. Daisy Lovecraft, Eldritch Warlock, very cool, awesome. Really playing into the theme. Yeah, I'm a forever DM, so I rarely ever get to play. But the few games I do play, one Warlock is my favorite class, just from a design perspective in 5th edition D&D. I just like the way that the Warlock is designed. So I oftentimes wind up playing a great old one, Pact of the Tome Warlock. It's just like a weird little dude running around with his book, casting awful Eldritch incarnations all the time. Really play, yeah, amazing, yeah. Big D&D nerd for sure. And also, I mean, I grew up playing. If you've never played it before, Call of Cthulhu is my. I grew up playing Call of Cthulhu, the RPG, before I ever played D&D. That was the first one that I learned how to run and play. My brother's friend ran it for me on my birthday. Since my birthday's Halloween, so that's why they ended up running it for me, just as kind of like a spooky Call of Cthulhu thing. But that is an amazing game. I love that game. Oh, you just got your friend that for his birthday? It looks really cool. Yes, yeah. It is my bread and butter. It's my favorite RPG. Favorite one. It's hard to get people to play because the whole point of that game is to like eventually die and go insane. Like, sometimes you make it out, but you know, lots of times you don't, and that's kind of the fun of it. The fun of it is to go mad and fight eldritch abominations, but it's not really good for power fantasy. But all right, looks like the timer is up. It is time to get back to work. But I could, when I'm not writing screenplays and trying to do film things, I do try to write. I do try to write adventures for Call of Cthulhu and D&D on stream sometimes. I haven't been doing it right lately because I've been trying to knock these screenplays out, but I do have a few adventures I've written both for 5th edition D&D and for Call of Cthulhu that sometimes I do on stream. So maybe that'll be next up. I'll stream adventure writing. Okie dokie. All right, everybody. I think we're going to go ahead and get back to it and get these words going. All right. Good luck. Happy writing, everybody. Oh, wait. Hold on. I just realized there's an ad break that needs to happen. All right. We'll run an ad break before we start the sprint, just so no one gets hit by it. So if you get hit by the ad break, I apologize. Go make tea. Go make the tea. Oh no, a lightning storm just rolled up, so I'll be here as long as the internet. Man, getting hit by all kinds of storms. Great ambience for writing. Oh. I'm a big fan of rain sounds and storm sounds, for sure. Big fan of that stuff. Both for writing and actually to go to sleep too. I really like I don't know, I like soundscapes. When I took the bus all the time in LA, just because oh, you're in ads, okay. Yep, I figured. Old abandoned boom towns. Ooh, I like that. That old church, that's creepy. That's cool. Alright, ad should be done shortly, hopefully. 29 more seconds. Oh, these are old mining towns. Yeah, you got the big old refinery thing. Old background paintings. Yeah. Okie doke. All right. Cool. All right. And you are back. Perfect. All right. Looks like we can go ahead and kick off our next writing sprint now that the pesky ads are done with. And yeah, hopefully it is a productive sprint, as productive for you, Alex, as it was last time, hopefully. And yeah, we'll see you on the other side. All right, everybody. Happy writing. Happy ambiance with the thunderstorm. Hopefully it adds to the mood. And yeah, we'll see you on the other side. Happy writing, everybody. me, princess. Just gonna attack the mic. All right, everybody, there we go. Sprint number 2 is down. Hopefully 2 thumbs up for 2 successful sprints. Getting a little bit easier. Starting to find my way around spooky saloon and spooky Wild West town. See how it goes. Life with Lex looks like sounds like you're just rocking it. Oh, let's go ahead and start the break timer. The goal has been met. Congratulations and well done. Well done, an Omega Black champion. Welcome in. Always great seeing you. Hopefully the words and the working is coming along well for you as well. Hola. How goes it? How fares things on the East Coast? Oh, 1 grueling chapter left. So that's how it... Well, I'm pretty sure you got this. 1 grueling chapter, but just 1 chapter left. But that's the hard thing, right? It's always the just... Hopefully it's not quite as grueling as it seems. But sometimes you leave the worst for last, where you're just like avoiding a chapter at all costs. Just like, oh, I don't want to deal with this. All right, I'm gonna go and snooze the ads, so we shouldn't get hit with any ads till the next break. Cool. Hello, princess. Hello. I know you're being very chatty tonight. Landing the ending to where I'm satisfied is where I'm. Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah, that can be, particularly for a novel. That's got to be that can be rough. I don't know how if you're like this at all. But the one thing that I generally have is a very clear idea of the very ending, not like the climax or anything but just the very, very, very ending. I always have a very clear idea of that. So I usually don't struggle to getting to that point, but sometimes like how the climax and everything is resolved to get to that ending can be very difficult for me. I don't know if you work that way or if it's kind of still, you're still kind of finding it like a really good point where you want it to end. But I always find that I have a hard time with like climaxes, like where the story like peaks, the sort of quote unquote third act climax. I'm good. The ending I've got, building up to things, but I always feel like it either always feels like too rushed or not as well thought out for whatever reason. I've always struggled with that. I do have a clear idea, but there's more I feel. Oh, interesting. There's more I feel that should be said. Ah, interesting. So you feel like it's just not the summation of everything that you want to... Okay, rushed is kind of what you're feeling too. Gotcha. Okay, yeah, so it's feeling like there needs to be a little bit more to be said. That is a difficult problem. When you feel like it's just not quite as clear, or it's not that it's not clear, but that it's incomplete. Yeah, I've been going back in chapters, probably procrastinating. I mean, sometimes you can find inspiration for your endings there. I mean, sometimes it works out that way because it kind of almost feels like you've set it up, or you've kind of slowly sort of built to it. Sometimes you can find sometimes it's those little details that maybe you forgot about that going back you can dig out, and that'll give you an idea for like, oh, that's the missing piece to flesh this part out. Yeah. So it's not a bad idea. I mean, it can feel like procrastinating, and there's a part of it that is procrastination, but it's still like productive procrastination. Is that a thing? I'm gonna say that that's a thing. Productive procrastination. Yeah. So much of writing is a discovery anyway. So, life is absolutely a thing. Definitely. Yeah. Honestly, I'm just sad. 3 years ago, 3 years on an epic novel is ending, to be honest. Oh, I get that. That's a lot of time and a lot of work, man. You've put into it, and yeah, 3 years. It sounds like an epic, and I don't want to let go, but I have to. But I have a horror novel to edit. Ah, okay. So yeah, you're already. Sometimes that's hard. I have a few projects, definitely have a few projects that have spent way too long on the shelf, where I've just been like, I've never really wanted to go back and complete them because they've lived with me for so long. There's some you just want to be complete and done with, but I understand that you've kind of lived with it for so long that it is hard to let go, or even finding what to do next. Even though you already have things next, but I understand the feeling. It's like, it's almost like a ritual, where your day feels wrong when you don't wake up every morning and do, whatever your ritual is every morning. You've been working on the same story for so long that it's kind of like, it feels like part of your day or a part of that is missing. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, a genuine sense of loss for sure. The real, like a real life friend leaving you. Exactly. Yeah. 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 I feel that. I feel that. Sometimes it's hard to let these stories of ours go, but it is healthy for us to let them go, to finish them, bring them to completion, and find the next best story. Yeah, it's always sad to finish a project. Yeah. Yeah. Is Scrivener good for novel writing? Always see it but never used it. I like it a lot. It's very good for long form. The organizational tools in the system are very good for long form stories, for sure. Exit Mark, hey, welcome in. Liking the new cam backdrop. The new cam backdrop is because I'm pretty sure that was my other cameras what's causing so many of the gremlin technical difficulties. So we're using the onboard camera until I get another webcam instead of using my professional production camera because the computer clearly does not like handling that. So this will be the until I get another camera that I can move around. I'll be using the default camera. But yeah, Scrivener is very Scrivener. I use it a lot because I work out of order so much, and I like having like workbooks. So I'm used to having like a binder that I do all my writing and work in. So that's why I use it, because I like being able to cross-reference things constantly. So yeah, I've got here I've got like images here that I can go through for reference, just various things like that, notes, all that. But I don't generally use I actually don't use Scrivener for final output of my screenplays. I take these screenplays once I've got them in a spot that I like them, and I go into a program called Fade In, and that's where I finalize all my scripts, because for whatever reason Scrivener just does not do well finalizing scripts. But most of the people I know do either. It's great for nonfiction writing where there's lots of research, and like long form narrative storytelling, like long form like novel writing. Life, just in time for the spinoff or the sequel. Exactly. Yeah. I like using Scrivener a lot. I believe it's worth the one-time purchase if you write a lot. I like having all my outlines, characters, notes, and manuscript in one place. Exactly. Yep. That's what I like about it too. Also that, and being able to move scenes around easy. Yeah. The boarding is so nice. It's just the cork board system where I can just go in. I have all my acts here, and then I can go in and see like all these things, what they happen, move them around, blah blah blah, and you can break it down however you want it, however it works, however your brain works. Also, if you ever do there's a 30-day free trial that you can see if there's a bit of a learning curve to it. That's kind of a pain. I'm not going to pretend like it's not a pain in the ass, but the introduction, if you go through, the person who designed it has a whole tutorial that can kind of teach you the ins and outs of the program, and you can get as deep into it as you want. So if you have the time, I think it's pretty good. It's a pretty good software. But I also use a million different softwares. I still have to use Final Draft for production. Anytime scripts need to go out for production, I have to have everything inputted in Final Draft, even though I very rarely write in Final Draft anymore. What do we got here? Oh yeah, I'm still learning things all the time when I use it. Yeah, when I try to do if I ever try to do long form campaign writing, not just one-off D&D adventures or Call of Cthulhu adventures, but long form, I've heard Scrivener's really good for doing adventure writing, campaign adventure writing for publishing, and it makes sense given the way it's broken down and how you can constantly refer back and forth to things. I can see why that works. I want to go offline. I got you. Their AI data gather worries me. Not that they'd want my writing. Hey man, don't say that. They might. It's why we're currently fighting it with the WGA out here in LA. It's why we're protesting it on strike. It's because they do want your writing. Okay, you use Google Docs and you want to switch it up. I would recommend Scrivener. In terms of like just general writing programs, Scrivener's, I clearly use it all the time. So I would recommend that. I'm sure, if people want to pay for it, Microsoft Word is still pretty standard good for that, but I do like, it's also just so customizable if you really dig into it. Like Scrivener is deeply customizable in terms of how you want headers, how you want all your stuff to work. So I would recommend that. But I feel you. I feel you about the AI monster. That's why I actually have to get up early in the morning and go down to Warner Brothers and get on the picket line. So that's why we will not be writing late tonight. Super late. All right. I think it's time for us to start our third sprint. Okay, I'll look into it. Thank you. Of course, yeah. Of course, yeah, and definitely, yeah. Try the trial. If the free trial can't hurt, because you don't have to pay any money, and if it ends up just being too much or not what you're into, no harm, no foul. All right, everybody. I think we are going to start on our third sprint. Hopefully, it is a good one, and we will see you all on the other side. Happy writing, everybody. And away we go. Alrighty, everybody. There we go. Third sprint down. Oh. Oh. Get a stretch. 3 thumbs up for 3 successful sprints. All right. And just in time, it looks like an ad is about to pop up. So for those of you who get stuck with them ads, go make some tea, step away, or just stand up and stretch. Relax your brain while the ads run. And I'll go and start the down timer before we start our 4th sprint. 4th's probably going to be the last for tonight, I think, since I have to be up early in the morning. Exit Mark got a thumbs up. Hopefully it was a good sprint for you, Exit Mark. Hopefully that went well. Big tavern, quote-unquote tavern/bar scenes and saloons, man. A lot of characters, a lot of moving parts. It's tricky. But I think I made progress. So hopefully the progress continues on the next one. And the ads fly. I have a feeling I'm going to have to come back and at least break down the order of operations of how this whole scene plays out, I think. It's not the worst, but where am I at? All right, 33 is not bad, but we should probably get to the bar fight here pretty quick. And there go the ads. Actually, while the ads are going, I'm going to step away and use the restroom. All right. Whew. All right. Looks like the ads should almost be wiped up. We got 5 more minutes on our last break. Oh, and I see a princess getting ready to come leap up onto the lap. All right. All right. And because I am far too lazy to cook. Hello, princess. She hasn't hopped up yet. I saw her run. Oh, there you are. Come on. There you go. Here's the princess. Hello, princess. Hello. I know. I don't know if they can see you right now, but if you want to start headbutting the microphone. I'm kissing her. Yes, she's... Oh. Look at her. Yes. Hello, princess. Everybody's saying hi. You're getting loves from the internet. You're so vain. You just get up here and start demanding that everyone praise you on the internet. I know. Oh, you're fine. All right. All you gotta do is settle. Just settle down. Oh, boy. All right. I am far too lazy to cook after this because I do have to, because I can't stay up super late, so I am ordering food. So it'll get here around the time I'm wrapping up writing for the night. It's the laziest way to do this. I swear, usually I cook food for myself. I'm not perpetually that much of a bachelor. Just only sometimes. Oh, what are you getting? Oh, probably Wendy's, I think. Just junky fast food. Sometimes you need the fast food. I also say that I generally cook very healthy food. So. And I don't eat a lot of sweets. So sometimes it's okay to just get some trashy fast food. This will become the stream about how I defending my fast food habits. Junky fast food heart. Yeah. I mean, come on. Don't we all just really want fast food sometimes? I used to do the Taco Bell way back in the day. But I don't do that anymore because it hurts me. But that was definitely like the college. Yeah, I do a lot of Taco Bell. I also worked at a Taco Bell for a very brief period of time. All right. Taco Bell has gotten so... Oh, has it? It's been a long time since I've gone to Taco Bell. Is it expensive now? I can't even imagine paying a lot of money for... I mean, it's literally trash food. I can't even imagine, like, how much can they possibly charge for, like, it's just cheap, crappy tacos. It's definitely not worth it anymore. Okay, good to know. For sure. Thank you for. I'll keep. Good to know. So next time I don't go to Taco Bell, I have like an existential crisis when it turns out that they're charging me like $15 for a burrito. I'm like, this is outrageous. How dare you do this? All right. Let's see. What do we got here? What do we got? Get me some burgers. All right. There we go. There we go. Before we start our final sprint of the night. And unfortunately, I will not be streaming tomorrow. I have to run a bunch of errands tomorrow. But because I have so much catching up to do, I'll be day streaming Saturday, and I'll be streaming on Sunday as well, probably, because I have a lot of catch up to do. Oh hey Oizel, welcome in. Excellent pick, just in time for the last sprint of the night. Excellent pick. Yeah. Oh yeah. This was I was talking about him last night. Jafra Boschart. He's like one of my favorite surreal artists, and I love his stuff, and it's wild and crazy, but some of the best psychedelic surreal stuff out there, but a big fan. You could do it. Thank you, Oizel. I need it. How are you this fine evening? Time zone. Probably for you, yeah, evening time. How goes the book reporting? Hopefully you are done with that for the time being. Well, oh no, oh no. Anything that starts with a well does not bode well. Let's see here. Almost done. Let's see here. Oh no, you woke up with your husband's sickness this morning? Oh no. Oh no, that was great. Oh no, you just got off the sick train. Oh no. Yeah, you just had that crazy bacteria, not bacterial, but you had that crazy lung thing. Oh God, what is? And I remember you saying that your son was having like allergy issues too. Oh God, it's like everybody. Oh, I hope it's short. I hope it's not like another 2 week long. Ugh. It's dumb. I said canceled my class today and stayed home and slept all day. Ugh. Oh, do you feel any better, or is it just? It's. I mean, sometimes it's always like the first, second day is sometimes worse than the first. Yeah, definitely like relax, take care of yourself, and good that you canceled. Although, yeah, I guess in today we should not be doing the force yourself to go to work. Let's see here. All right, almost done. Almost done. All right, there we go. Okay, all done. Yeah, I'm hoping tomorrow isn't worse. I had a wicked sore throat this morning that made me think I had strep. Ugh. And then it eased up. Okay. So anyway, no, I did not finish the report. Okay. Good reasons to valid reason not to finish, on top of it also being just outrageous in the first place. All right, let's see here. All right, let's go ahead and do that. I am placing because I have to get up early tomorrow morning to go to the picket line, so I don't want to cook dinner. So I'm placing an order for fast food because I'm in a fast mood, junky mood. But all right, there we go. Riveting productivity stream, everybody. Watch Wildlight, order junk food. All right. Ugh. Okay. One more sprint, everybody. And then hopefully it will have been a productive evening. But I can't imagine how expensive fast food is where you are. It is expensive. It is expensive. Although Exit Mark was just regaling about how expensive apparently Taco Bell has become, which I think is, I mean, I don't know why you'd pay that much for that food. It's like literally the junk tacos. But it's not cheap. And the delivery fees on top of it, yeah, it's rough. It's not great. I don't do it often. You get like discounts for like having like subscription. When I didn't have a car, I had like discounts for like Instacart and all that to get grocery delivery. But it's still more expensive, even with like all the discounts and the free stuff you get. But yeah, usually like a fast food delivery, yeah, it's like depending on how much, it can be like 40 some odd dollars. Depending on how much food you get and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, it's everything's expensive though. It's awful. But I do sometimes I can't help it because cooking takes a while. And I'm out of like quick cook things. I only have things that actually take a second to cook. Might as well make it worth it for a couple of days worth or something. Exactly. Yep. That is the truth. All right. Whew. All right, everybody. One more sprint to go for tonight. Let's go ahead and get it rolling, and we will catch you all on the other side. My husband works on the corporate side of Grubhub, and good news, in October, you can order groceries from Whole Foods as of October. But the cost will be astronomical. It will be. It will be. I can guarantee you it will be. But that's cool. I'm glad it can be. But yeah, delivery's not cheap now. Never was, but especially not now. All right, everybody. Happy writing or just relaxing. Hopefully you're just relaxing and recouping, Oizel. But for everybody else who's out there working, hopefully it is a productive sprint, and we'll see you on the other side. Happy writing, everybody, and away we go. Oizel redeemed hydrate, so I am going to take a drink. And everybody out there, be sure to hydrate. Do not become dehydrated by working. Thanks, Oizel. Alrighty, everybody. There we go. 4 thumbs up for 4 successful sprints. We made it. We made it, and just about on time, just after 10 p.m. here in LA. So, not too shabby. I would have liked to be able to do 6 sprints and make more headway, but alas, it is not so. As I must call the night early, since I have to be up very, very early tomorrow morning. But hopefully that was a productive series of sprints for everybody. You got some decent work done, got some words done, made progress on your novel or whatever it is you're working on. And yeah. And hopefully I will be back Saturday day. I have to take care of some things tomorrow since life seems to be wanting to be a thing this week. So I will not be streaming tomorrow. But I'll be back Saturday day and hopefully streaming Sunday as well, because I have lots of catching up to do. Oizo, thanks for the stream. Well, thank you, and thanks for being here. and reminding me to always drink water so I don't dehydrate, which might be the best quote of the night. So thank you for that, Oizel. And I do hope you feel better. I'm sorry that you're just getting waylaid with sickness after sickness. So hopefully your body, you're able to get over it super quick. And yeah. And get back to it. All right. Who do we got up on them writers sprint? Who can we raid? We will persevere. I have faith. I have faith that we shall all persevere. And we will make it and get to the end of NaNoWriMo with productivity done, if not everything complete. But as we wanted. But try not to be too hard on myself. As well as none of you should be hard on yourselves as well. Because sometimes it's hard getting this stuff done. All right, let me see who is on. Let's see, let's look up writers. All right. Got a couple people. Oh, we got Game of Tomes. Okay, we can drop into Game of Tomes. I know that's a silent stream, but if anybody is writing along, that should hopefully be help you get your words done. All right, so we will go ahead and pop in and say hello to Game of Tomes. All right, start raid. All right, everybody. Hope you have a blast of a night, or you get some rest and recoup, and we'll see you all next time. Take care of yourselves. Love you all. Be kind to yourselves. Adios.